Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2015 with the Rude Man. And this morning we're back on the Manchester map. And in the last episode we started our first harvest on the soil management. And I've learned a couple of things on the fertilizer. I'll show you a couple of tricks, little things you need to know. Yeah, in between the last episode and this episode, I continued on with the fertilizing, and I'm down to the last field or two. So let's get out there and see what we can find. Where were we? Okay. I need to sell this. Yeah, you watched me load this on the last episode. I haven't sold it yet. But let's see. This guy, let's start him up. And he's finishing up. I've got two rigs on this field right here. This is field number 3. This is a field I did potatoes on. So I'm gonna go and get this guy going. We'll just hire a worker. He's got 59%. We're doing PK. And let's jump over to the next one. This is, what is this? This is the other end of the field. Okay, so yeah, let's get him going. Get lost this morning. And I think we're over the overcast part of the morning. I'm still kind of tweaking with the time. As you notice, I've got it on 1. I should probably kick it up to 5 at least. This guy's got 59% in him too. I started him at the same time. And then we've got one more guy. I do have 3 spray rigs now. I can't remember whether I bought the last one while I was talking to you. Okay, this guy's got 93. Alright, now, if you remember, I have the spray rig, and on the front of the tractor, I've got an extra tank. And I was messing around, and I finished the fertilizer, and there was water in the front tank. So I'll show you how to do that. And I discovered something else also. Now, if you look, we're on field 12. Which is, find me a map here. Yeah, field 12 is way up here. And the farm is way over here where all of our fertilizer and stuff is. So if I'm in these outlying areas like this, every time I run out of product that I'm putting on, I have to drive all the way back to the farm. But I discovered that if I take right here, this tank right here, this tanker will hold fertilizer. So I can fill this with fertilizer and drive it out to wherever I'm working. And as the rigs get empty, I can refill them from that. So that'll save me a little bit of time. Now, I don't remember how much that tanker was and whether I have enough money to purchase it. Okay, so now I don't necessarily need the truck one. I can use a tractor one. I don't know if it makes any difference. It's $65,000. I actually can buy one, but I'm almost done with this thing, so I think I'll wait before I purchase one. But that's good news, because I was wearing myself out running back and forth to the farm. Alrighty, what else? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait until I need to refill a thing to show you what I was talking about. But in the meantime, I need to get a tractor and a trailer because all of my mixing stations are full. So let's start up the tractor. Whoa, I already had unhooked that. And we'll grab a trailer up here and we'll run to the mixing stations and empty those out. Now, this soil management is forcing me to do some things I didn't do in other games. In other games, I would start out at 6 o'clock in the morning game time and running it in 1 instead of 5. 1 is real time. And I could do a harvest or 2 in the same game day. Whereas now that I'm doing farming mod soil management, I'm forced to run it up to midnight to get into the next stage of growth. And that's okay. It's just something I'm not used to yet. So that means that every time I've got something I'm working on, for example, the mixing station, they're going to fill. Where before it was taking several days to do that. Yeah, it looks like my silage pit over there, which was grass the last time I looked, is now silage. So we'll have to work on that. I want to keep track of these guys because they run out of fertilizer and they keep motating. Okay, this guy's going to run out first. And as you can see, the weeds are getting more and more prevalent. So we'll have to do something about that. But I was waiting to the next cycle or two because I don't know how long the herbicide's going to last. I don't know how many cycles we run before it's ready to harvest. I don't want to wait too long because then I'll run out of cycles. But I don't want to do it too early either because it takes a couple of days for the weeds to go. So I think I'm going to do weeds in cycle 2. All right, I'm gonna stop this guy right here and show you what I discovered. Let's put this thing back, and we'll head back to the farm with this guy, and we'll watch that guy over there. And I might stop him when he gets to the end of the field. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Farm is that way. And I'm not going to get to the farm before that other guy gets to the end of the field. Right, I'm going to stop him there. We'll go back. This guy's still got 57%. So we're going to run to the farm. I'll show you what I discovered. If you use the equipment that I'm using, if you're using that spray rig and that extra tank, that extra holding tank, this is what I will show you. Now, for one thing, my tank still has fertilizer in it. Oh, yeah. To best do this, it should probably be empty. If it's empty, well, I'll show you anyway. When the rig is empty and you pull up to these things, the only thing you can fill it with is NPK. Alright? Now, this has PK in it, so if I hit that, it's going to fill it with NPK. Alright, so what you need to do is you need to make sure that both tanks are on NPK. Okay, NPK. So the front tank, which is a storage tank, and the back one are both on NPK. And then you fill them up. Now, if that was empty, if that had been completely empty, it wouldn't let you fill it up unless you're on NPK. It fills everything up with NPK. Now we go to the front tank and we'll fill it. Now here's where I had the problem before. It had water in the front tank, so it wouldn't fill with fertilizer. Okay, and remember, it doesn't really, in real life, have water in it. It has whatever you say is in it. So I said there was water in it, and so it wouldn't load NPK. So when you first fill it up, you fill everything with NPK, and then you change it to what you want. So now I want PK, and I want PK in that one. So now both the front, the spray rig and the front extra tank both have PK in it. Okay, and it's clear full. See, it's at 100%. So I was having a hard time with that. So just remember, you fill it with NPK first, and then you go to each tank and tell it what you really want. So in this case, if I wanted to go out and water the fields, I would just change the tank to water and change this one to water, and now I'm set to water. But I want PK because I want to finish that field. Ah, shoot, went by it. There we go. All right, let's go back and finish that field. And it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I set the time back. I was paranoid about working too late in the day. I need to figure out a happy medium is how that's going to work. All right, which way are we going with this? This way? Where did we leave off? It's so hard to tell. Oh shoot. Well, that's got fertilizer on it. So, which way were we going? Yeah, that's got fertilizer. You can tell it's got the red stuff. Okay, here we are. Yeah, that was from the first. There we are, right there. So this guy's going the other way. Alright, let's put him away. And we'll get the other guy just to take his place. I can see it now. It's darker where the spray was. Alright, let's run over and get this guy. Pop him over here. Yeah, you can tell now. Alright. We'll go on. This guy will finish this. Let's go check on our other one. He's got 18% left in him, and he's not close to being done yet. This is field 12. Field 12 is bigger than it looks. You know, you look at 9, 10, and 11, and they're really small. And you know, your tendency to, well, 12 isn't that much bigger, but it really is. So we'll watch him. As a matter of fact, what we're going to do is take this guy and we'll run him back to the farm. And it doesn't matter what we fill him up as because we can change it anytime we want. Alright, let's fill him up. Notice when you hit that, it automatically goes to NPK. Because that's the only thing you can fill it with if it's empty. And then you change it to whatever you want. Okay, now I gotta go to the other tank. And it won't let me fill it. See, I'm pushing the button. Nothing's happening. So I have to go and change it to NPK, and now it lets me fill it. Alright, and then once that's done, then I change it to whatever I want, which in this case is PK, and off we go. And you can only change it while you're next to the tanker. If I'm away from the tanker now, I can't change it. So if I'm out in the field, unless I have that portable tank, I can't change what's in these. Just the way it works. Alright, we're going to run up there and check. Let's see how he's doing. He's empty. Right, he's empty. Go back. How's he doing? How you doing? He's on his last run, looks like. So I'll have to watch him. I don't want to over-fertilize. This guy will get up into field 12. Get up in field 12's business. So far, it's been a learning experience. Now, if you look at my information above the speedometer down there, my moist soil moisture's down. It's down 43, 49, 53. Perfect for the best yield is 57% moisture. One thing that happens though is I'm putting liquid fertilizer on, which is adding moisture. So at midnight when I go into the next cycle, I may be over 57%. I may be over moisturized. We'll see. The N on the nutrients needs to be, I think it's 5 to be 100% efficient. The PK needs to be 4. And as you notice in this field, the N is 6, so it's higher than it needs to be. I only want it to be 5. And that's why I didn't put NPK on. I only put PK because I need to bring the PK up. It's a learning game. This is my experiment crop because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning. And I don't know if it's going to be a gamble, because what happens if on the last cycle I've got too much moisture? I can't take moisture out. Better check on this guy. Is he still? Yeah, he's getting to the end. I want to stop him because I don't want to over-fertilize. I don't know if it would, but I think it would. I think if I go over this twice, it's going to double the fertilizer, so I don't want to do that. And we're out of here. Fold him up, go back here. We need to get this guy out of the way. Move it, move it. And we'll take this guy, start him off to finish this field. I think he will, but I'm not sure. I think there's enough fertilizer in there, but I'm not sure. So let's take him back to the farm. Take our shortcut through the field. The sheep are at 15% because, again, this is going to be different for me because I'm having to cycle through a farm day, a game farm day. Everything is advancing. So the animals are going to be eating more feed. They're going to be needing more attention because I'm going from day to day, where before my play style, I could do 5, 10 episodes in the same farm day. I was just, because time just didn't move. So it's forcing me to move the time, and that's okay. It's gonna keep me busy though. I'm gonna really have to take care of the animals. They go through feed and stuff. They're gonna go through feed and water. They're going to create more milk. They're going to create more poo-poo. I know I said a bad word. Okay, now this guy's completely empty, so let me show you. We had PK in it, if you remember. We had PK, but when you pull up to the tank, it's automatically going to fill it with NPK. That's just the way it is. That's what it does. And we'll move up to the front tank and fill it, and see it's filling it with NPK. That's the way it is. Alright, he's full and he's ready for the next cycle of whatever I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be doing wood chips anytime soon, so I'm going to use this spot right here. Alright. Let's see how everybody's doing. This guy's ready to come home. I plan on spending every dime I get. I don't owe the bank anything, but I plan on spending everything on equipment because I don't like switching equipment out. So I want to be able to leave these guys with their tractor. And I got that trailer kitty Wumpus in there. I don't know. If I straighten him out, it'd be okay. Let's see. Let's go sell this stuff while we're waiting for that field. Whoops. I thought I was in the truck. I am now. And I've got it locked, I'm pretty sure. Yep. The load is locked. We'll go out this way. I had a subscriber was trying to help me with the watering of the sheep. I really, now that I've taken time to think about it, I really don't know what the problem was as to why I couldn't water the sheep. There could be a couple possibilities. It could have been a game glitch because the subscriber was reminding me that the button to do the water. Now I use a controller, so the button would be the right bumper for that, and I think it's R. I can't remember if you're using a keyboard, but there's a different button when you're going to unload something. Like if you've got grain on your cart, I use a controller. To dump the grain would be the A button. So I can't remember what it is on the keyboard. I don't use it often enough. So there's two different buttons. I was using the right button, but it wasn't working. So am I going to the wool place? Where's my map? Well, in a roundabout way I am. I got to take this detour though. I wish they'd finish this road because it's kind of a hazard. But anyway, what I was saying was there was either a glitch in the game, because the next time I shut everything down and logged back on, it worked. But it could be the reason it worked was because I had that small water tank instead of the great big one that I had on the back of this truck. So I'm going to have to experiment and try that again. And it could be that modded water trailer just didn't work. That could be the problem. And that the small tank did. So, you know, but at any rate, I am now able to water the animals. Don't hit the building. So thank you for reminding me about which button to use. But I was using the right button. It just wasn't working. And again, thanks for reminding me that, because I actually have used the wrong button before. With the slurry tank, I was doing it. I was hitting the button that you would hit if you were unloading a load of grain. That's not the right button. when you're doing slurry and water and liquids. It'd be like if you pull up to the fuel tank, you use a different button. Now I've confused everybody, but I know what I'm thinking. It's weird seeing all those weeds in the field now. I think I'm just going to leave this piece of equipment on this trailer because I don't know what else I'm going to use this trailer for except for the wool pallets. So I'll just probably leave it on there. Oh, speaking of such, I better go check my worker. Oh, he's still got fertilizer, but I don't think he's going to hit the end of the field. We'll see. Maybe. I wish the main farm had more of a staging area. It really doesn't. I have to take everything to farm number 2. Which reminds me, let's take a shortcut through the field. I'm in a hurry. Sorry. That's the way it is. It's my field. I can destroy it if I want to. Now that would be real if you really could destroy your crops by driving through them like this. Look at all the weeds. Gracious. Wonder what kind of weeds those are, because they look pretty green. I want some in my lawn. I live on the coast. We don't water our lawns because it rains so much. But in the summertime, if it doesn't rain for a few days, it gets pretty dead. I might have just made a mistake, but I think... Nope, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I might have to buy... Ooh, I hit my piece of equipment there. I might have to purchase another big rig if I buy another tank. Now, because I have the trailer, I have 2 tanks here. And, yeah. Let's do... Alright, he's... Wow. Took everything they had. Okay, let's go put this where it belongs. Now I've got to refill those again now. Boy, I tell you, this is a lot of work. I'm getting, I'm going to have to start a routine. Okay, it's Tuesday, do this. I think most of the animals are okay except for the sheep. The sheep need some attention. They don't have anything to feed, to eat. Their trough is empty. And that's why up there it says sheep productivity 15%. They're starving, man. Give me some food. Okay, I'm going to go to this farm over here first. I better check on him, see how he's doing. 17%. Is he going to make it? Wow, it's going to be close, but I really don't think he will. So, this will conclude our fertilizer for stage number 1. So we have seeded fields. We had fertilizer that we put on to begin with before cycle 1. I'm anxious to find out what happens in cycle 2. I'm hoping that I bring the PK up because it needs to come up and the N needs to go down. the moisture needs to stay at 57, but the fields, and it's 57 out here, but on the fields, it's not. Oh, God, that scared me. I need to watch my timer a little closer. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to wait until the next episode to kick it up to midnight and find out what happens in phase 2 or in cycle 2. It's all pretty exciting because it's all new. I have no idea what to expect. Alright, so he's at the farm. Let's go check on this guy. Oh, he's got 2%, but he's got a little bit of a patch on the end there. In the long scheme, I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but we'll find out. I'll go ahead and finish this field out. Alrighty, I'm going to end the episode here. When we come back, this will be done. I'm going to go ahead and finish this out, and I'll finish emptying the mixing stations. I might go ahead and refill them, but in the next episode we'll kick it into cycle number 2 and find out what happens. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you on the farm in the next episode. Happy farming.